Hello, Libra. How are you guys doing? This is your January 2023 extended reading where I'm basically just trying to squeeze every drop of information out of January that I possibly can. If you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, please check the description box of this video and please read it carefully. Don't get scammed by an impersonator pretending to be me. And we have just recently launched the weekly manifestation group coaching calls. We just did our first one yesterday. It was fun, dude. This is going to be an awesome little project. That's also on my website along with the readings. You can check that out if you're interested. That's all in the description. Let's jump right into this. I am starting these off with the past person. Past person. Let's see if we can get any new information on how this person's feeling. Oh, look what jumped out there, the Six of Swords. So this person's definitely moving on from this, but I don't think they want to. Let's just put it like this. It has not been an easy transition. So just in case you're checking their Facebook or their Instagram and it looks like they're having the time of their life, it's all a front. Bullshit. Two more. Page of Pentacles reverse. Ooh, they still holding a grudge too. Yeah, I told you, I knew it. See, they're pretending to be happy. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. So this is probably what you see if you ever go look at their social media or check in on them in any way. Can you see me clearly? I just got disconnected. Before I keep going, let me know if you can see me clearly. I know this is my fourth video of the day, so probably ain't none of you getting notified. Can you see me clearly? You can? Okay. I know it's not notifying nobody because this is my fourth video. Okay, cool. I'll keep going then. All right. It said, it just shut the screen off and said got disconnected. So, okay. Sorry about that. Anyway, if you do happen to check up on this person, it probably looks like this. Oh, I'm doing good. I'm happy, fun in the sun, you know. Not really. No, it has not been an easy transition. For a period of time, I think that they more than likely were waiting around to see if you would ever be back or to see if you all would ever give this another shot. I don't think they're waiting on that anymore. I don't think so. Two of Cups, Ten of Cups, both reversed. Yeah, they pretty much lost all faith in this. For the very most part. Yeah, Three of Swords. Okay. We're going in circles now, so we're going to move forward. Let's see if there would even be potential. Now, when I look at this, I'm basically going off into La La fairy tale land. If we were to put both of you in the same room and both of you were actually working towards it, would the two of you have potential to reconcile successfully? What would the potential be? Ah, the King of Wands in the reverse. That's the player card right there. I just don't know if this person takes this as seriously as you would need them to. Not really. All right, let's see. Judgment reversed. I don't know, man. I feel like there's too many unanswered questions. There was too much. How am I going to word this? It's communication, but it's not just communication. Whenever the two of you would encounter some sort of challenge or obstacle, rather than working through it, coming to a place where we can see eye to eye, I understand where you're coming from, you understand where I'm coming from. Worst case scenario, agree to disagree. We're not doing that. We're just stuffing it under the rug, pretending that it never happened. I have unanswered questions. You have unanswered questions. So it's looking to me like there's still so much animosity lingering in the air, where both of you still have unanswered questions, that I think the only way the two of you would be able to successfully reconcile is you'd have to close out the past cycle first and agree to change communication big time. And again, with the King of Swords, King of Wands both reversed, I don't know if this person is a professional communicator. I don't think they are. Y'all would have to dedicate yourselves to it too. Man, people hear that word commitment and it gets tossed around like a rag doll. Some people out there don't even know what true commitment really even looks like, especially people who were brought up in a single parent home. I know that's probably not everybody, but I feel like a great deal of you probably dealt with somebody that didn't even grow up with both parents. So if they didn't even grow up with both parents, have they ever even seen what real commitment actually looks like? Think about that, man. They've never even seen it. Don't know what it looks like. Now, again, I know that's not everybody, but I guarantee you there's a bunch of you. All right, well, let's see if anything is ever going to come of this. Will there ever be any kind of actions taken, any outcome? Ace of Wands reversed. Will the two of you ever even end up having a conversation? Let's see. Queen of Pentacles reversed. There's that Sun card again. Nah, it's not looking like it. Not in January. Not in January. Blocked communication. Well, let's get the advice then. If there's no action, no outcome, what's the advice? Would it be a good idea for Libra to attempt communication or anything like that? Would that be a good idea? What would happen? The Hermit reversed. Ten of Swords. Two of Cups. I think that the two of you could probably be friends if you could go into this with zero expectations. You could be a part of each other's lives again one day. One day. You would just have to go into it with no expectations at all. And as easy as that sounds, that's hard to do. We always have expectations. You know, as humans, we have this thing that we do with our minds where we always have a way that we want things to turn out, don't we? It's really hard not to. So we always have to go check ourselves and make sure that we are coming from a place of, I'm cool if it works, I'm cool if it don't. Cool if it works, cool if it don't. Is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? All right, let's move forward beyond that. I want to look at the new person. Either the newest person who just showed up or whoever the next person is coming in. And no, that is not necessarily your love interest. Let's look at the newest person in Libra's life. New person. Page of Wands reversed. Could be a fire sign for some of you. This person doesn't want any childish drama. I think they may have dealt with somebody very immature and childish in the past. And this person is not willing to put up with any immature, childish bullshit, drama, or games. No nonsense, basically. At the end of the day, I'm going to tell you a little secret. You ever see a legitimate pair of life partners? Like a real match pair of life partners? You got to get two people. Two. Not just one. Not just the other. You got to get two people who are so sick and tired of playing games that they're not afraid of being alone. Those two people come together, watch them build a fucking empire. Watch. Watch. Think about that. Take all the time that you need thinking about that. Okay? All right, so yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. What happens for those of you? I don't know about any other tarot card readers out there because I don't watch them, but for those of you who watch me and have been for a while, what comes up every time we read a new connection? What comes up? The past. Every time, like clockwork, every time. So this person, I think, is kind of torn. Kind of torn. Really, really digs you, is really into you. But very recently, in the past, this person dealt with a very immature, childish, dramatic, ridiculous game-playing fucktard. And they're a little bit concerned about inviting that kind of drama back into their life again. I do think they have a fear of abandonment as well. So there we go. All this past energy keeps coming up here. So you all are off to a new start, but it looks like it's a slow, meticulous, calculated new start. You know, tiptoeing through the tulips. And I'm watching you. I'm watching your every move. I'm making sure your actions match up with your words. You know, like this person's very, very, very careful and cautious. Could be a Scorpio, but I keep forgetting to say the signs I have here. Let's see, I have Cancer, Scorpio, Leo, and Aries. All right, let's look a little bit deeper at their intentions. Let's peel that layer back and see if we can see their intentions at the deepest level. What are their intentions at the deepest level? Okay, King of Cups reversed. Yeah, I think they're afraid of falling in love. They're afraid of it. They want to, but they scared. They want to, but they scared. What did I tell you? What did I just tell you? They want to, but they scared. They're a little bit afraid to open up and express true emotion. They're afraid of being vulnerable, but they don't want to miss out on an opportunity. They are so torn. They're so torn. I just really see this person weighing out all their options. And when I say their options, I don't mean other people. I mean, should I just go be single, independent, do my own thing, or fall in love again? This is the overall energy. So I think at a deep level, they really know how in love they could fall if they wanted to. They want to make sure there is no third party involved. Right now, I think this person is looking for red flags. They're looking for red flags. Yep, they got that guard up just like they all do. Got that guard up. You see that dude right there? Could be a Sagittarius for some of you. He got that Saggy tattoo on his forehead. You see that? Yeah, he's guarded. He's guarded. He's definitely watching your every move. Look at the look on that dude's face. Watching your every move. Okay. Not in a bad way, though. Not in a bad way. All right, let's see that outcome then. Take a look at that outcome, yo. Okay, 10 of Wands in the reverse. So that tension will start to alleviate, I think. Ace of Wands reverse. Moving slow, though. Moving slow between the two of you. Queen of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. So I still see you waiting on this person to make the offer to take things to the next level. Things are moving super slow. Ooh, Ace of Cups came out, though. Okay. So it is heading in a positive direction. It's just not happening overnight. Like, say, for example, y'all are just like going out on the weekends or something like that. Yeah, we exclusive. We talking. And we're just going out on the weekends. And that's it. Okay, well, when are we going to take things to whatever the next level is? January looks like it's kind of a flat line. Kind of a flat line as far as that goes. Not a lot of movement happening. But outside the time frame, the Ace of Cups did come out. So I think it is heading in a pretty positive direction. Let's get a couple of advice cards. Just a couple. We don't need a whole advice spread. The Knight of Pentacles. So that's exactly the way it should be going. See, the Knight of Pentacles is like the slowest knight in the entire tarot. If you notice, actually that horse isn't even moving. He's just sitting there chilling. If you look at that, that horse ain't even moving. He's planning every step he takes very meticulously, making sure he don't fuck up. Yeah, okay. So you will know, and I know that sounds frustrating, but you will know when it's time to jump in head first. You'll know. For now, be cautious. Let things roll the way they're rolling organically. You'll know when it's time to jump in head first. Okay. General messages. General messages. What general messages do we have for Libra? General, career, finance, friends, family. Been seeing a lot of family drama in the extended reading so far. Hopefully none of that comes out. Ooh, Eight of Wands reversed. So for those of you, some of you may be getting plans, like maybe getting plans canceled to travel, possibly. Maybe some of you were hoping to travel or go somewhere, and it doesn't look like that's happening. Mercury fucking retrograde, dude, every time. Every time. Boom, Page of Swords reversed. For those of you who are waiting on a call back to start a new job, I don't see that happening. Page of Swords reversed. Eight of Pentacles reversed. The universe has something better in mind. Oh, see, we always look, listen. This is just my personal advice. We're going to get some random freestyle advice here in a minute. Take this with you on your journey. See, people get on the manifestation journey, and then when something doesn't work out, they assume they're doing it wrong. We've got to get out of the habit of expecting to see the evidence first before we believe it. You gotta stop doing that. If I'm on a manifestation journey, and let's say I want to manifest, I don't know, a certain house. Let's say all I've ever lived in is apartments my whole life, and I want me a big old 2-story house. And I go and I pick this house, and I say, okay, I'm going to get that house. And I'm working on manifesting it, doing everything that I possibly can, and then somebody goes and buys the house that I'm wanting to manifest. What most people do is say, oh, well, I guess that none of that works. That manifestation baloney, that stuff doesn't work. No. Oh, okay. Universe must have something better in mind. Okay. One of these days, I'm going to be looking back on that, and I'm going to be saying, thank you so much, universe, for not giving me that house that I thought I wanted. See, you have to, see, the success mentality and the failures mentality are simply the way you respond to challenges and obstacles. See, that at the end of the day, success is not a dollar amount. It's not your status. It's not how many followers you have on social media. It's not how much money you have in the bank. It's not your title. It's not none of that. It's not the car you drive. Success is a mentality. All those other things are just things that come along with that mentality. The success mentality means how you respond to challenges and obstacles. The success mentality looks at a challenge and an obstacle as an opportunity for growth, wisdom, and learning. A failures mentality looks at a challenge and an obstacle like, oh, it's just the biggest, I guess I just must give up. They give up and they abandon the path. See what I'm saying? I think the universe has something better in mind for you. For those of you who are wanting this one job or you've been looking for this job, I don't think that you're going to get a call back for that, but I do think the universe has something better in mind for you. You got to hold on to that faith, though. You got to hold on to that faith. All right. Random freestyle advice, whatever wants to come through. About anything. Love, money, family, friends, co-workers, whatever. Ooh, 5 of Wands in the reverse, though. Okay. Hang on. Let me get the rest of the spread out. Hold up. Hermit reversed. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. So everything that we do in this life requires balance. Balance. You don't want to be too far to one side or the other. And matter of fact, you're Libra. You're all about mastering that balance. Now, everything that we do requires work and effort. We want something done. We want to accomplish something. It requires work and effort. Where do I draw the line between putting forth work and effort and fighting against the universe? Where do I do that? How do I do that? If I'm trying to accomplish something, how do I determine whether or not I just need to work a little bit harder or whether or not the universe is saying no? No. Stop. No. No. That's the tricky part. The way I always look at it is I'm going to knock on the door, the proverbial door. It should open, and I should be able to pass through it with little to no resistance. If there is a little bit of resistance, that's cool. I'm not saying take the path of least resistance all the time. There's a sensation of reward and dopamine that comes along with overcoming a struggle and an obstacle. But how much of a struggle and an obstacle is too much? How do I determine when the universe is trying to say, no, stop, no? There's some people out there who they can never figure out when the universe is saying no. You ever heard somebody say, only dead fish go with the flow? Every person I have ever heard utter that phrase, you know what type of fish they are? They've been swimming against the current their whole life, stuck in one spot. They think they're going somewhere. They ain't. I used to work at the UPS World Headquarters in Louisville, and there was this spot next to the runway where the planes would take off, where the wind would be gusting through, and these birds, I shit you not, it was the weirdest thing I'd ever seen. These birds would get stuck in this wind, and they would just be flapping in one spot, hovering like 10 feet off the ground, just flapping, like we would gather around like, what the fuck are them birds? Do they think they're going somewhere? Like they're just flapping their little feathery asses off, dude, but they're not going nowhere. They're just stuck in one spot. And it was the funniest thing to look at. Go with the flow until you need to fight against the current. Don't just go with the flow and be a dead fish, but don't just swim upstream, trying to swim upstream, either stuck in one spot or being pushed back downstream. A wise fish lets the flow take it and determines when it's time to change course. Determines when it's time to fight against the current. Does that make sense? Of course it does. Do not let fear and anxiety make decisions for you. This is how you make anxiety go away. I was diagnosed with severe clinical anxiety and severe clinical depression after I was institutionalized for a suicide attempt. Okay? So when I say this, I'm not just talking out my ass. The reason, see, anxiety is a self-fulfilling, self-perpetuating cycle. See, when I make any type of decision and take any type of action, the energy that fueled that decision and action is getting fed into the matrix. Whatever energy fueled my decision, I'm feeding that energy into the matrix. Whatever energy I feed into the matrix is going to get mirrored back to me. So if I make all of my decisions based on nervousness, fear, and anxiety, the matrix is going to very mind-bogglingly, in such a mind-bogglingly complex way, construct my life to harmoniously resonate with fear, nervousness, and anxiety. This is why all these situations keep happening in my life that make me nervous, because every decision I make, I use that energy to make those decisions. So I'm feeding that energy into the matrix, and the matrix is giving it right back to me. So what we have to learn how to do for a period of time, and this requires some toughness. You got to be tough. This is not easy. You got to take that nervousness and that fear and stick it in the back seat. Stick it in the back seat. I didn't say don't be nervous and don't be anxious. It's still going to be there, yapping in your ear, but it's not in control. When you stop letting that energy make decisions for you, guess what's going to start happening? You're going to start realizing, whoa, there is nothing to worry about. Everything works out. I don't need to worry. Everything's working out. Now I'm dumping new energy into the matrix, so my life experience is starting to change. And then once that ego analytical thinking brain sees that there is nothing to worry about, then that's when that anxiety starts to drop and drop and drop and drop. And if you keep this up for months, years, you're going to wake up one day like, man, I ain't been nervous since I don't even know when. It's crazy. It's crazy. But that's how you put an end to the anxiety chain, okay? And it is a chain. It's just a chain domino effect is all it is. It's a self-fulfilling, self-perpetuating cycle. And yes, you have the ability to break that chain. Yes, you do. Alrighty. I feel like those were the messages that my Libra friends needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all again for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate all of the love, support, and positive feedback you guys show me every time I get on here and do this. It makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.